With the generous financial support of the Manitoba Arts Council, the Crescent Fort Rouge United Church 55 Plus Seniors Program, and Grant Simpson Productions, the Crescent Arts Centre is proud to present Stories to Songs, the program that pairs up Manitoba songwriters with Manitoba seniors to create an original song that celebrates the life and legacy of a Manitoba senior. Hello and welcome to another edition of Stories to Songs. I'm Tim Osmond. Today we feature the songwriting duo The Cat's Advice, who is Lexiss Jefferson and Tom Donahue. I first met Lexx at Gordie's Coffee House in Elmwood here in Winnipeg. Lexx has run this coffee house for many, many years faithfully and has showcased songwriters and musicians of all levels and all different types of genres and instruments have graced the stage at Gordie's. It's really neat to see Lexx and her partner Tom contributing a song for this project. I was overjoyed to hear that they wanted to do this. So I'll let them explain their meeting with Betty Drummond and their song Betty Bell. Here is The Cat's Advice on Stories to Songs.
Are we on?
We're on.
We're on.
All right.
All right. Hi there. My name's Tom Donahue, better known as Red River Tommy, and this is Lexiss Jefferson, better known as Laughin Lexx. And we are The Cat's Advice, and we're involved in a project called Story to Song. And we got paired up with a senior citizen named Betty Drummond, and got together with her on some Zoom calls, and got her to talk to us and tell us her story of her life. And in those Zoom calls, I recorded the conversations that we had.
And I took vicious notes.
Thank
should
you.
have studied shorthand.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, but we got together, Lex and I, with the recording, and we jotted down some of the highlights that she was telling us of her life, and put together those notes with lyrics, and ended up with a song called Betty Bell, and it was about a six week process that it took us, but we saw it through, and we came out with a great story.
One of the first things was said to us when we started talking to Betty was that she was a prairie girl, but she didn't know that until she was an adult. It struck me as kind of funny. Born and raised in the prairies, but didn't realize that she was a prairie girl until she was well into her adulthood. So that kind of stuck with me in the makings of the song. Another thing that stuck out as we were going through and meeting with her with Zoom, we would send her a series of questions to ponder and come back with some answers for us. Also asked her to provide some pictures that we could have a look at, to have a little glimpse back into her life and her world. One of the best photographs was this picture of her in her tap dance costume. She's about 4 or 5 years old, and her mother had sewn it, and it was like a little sailor suit, and this was for her what was called concerts.
Yeah.
For her recitals, yes.
Yeah, recitals.
And she didn't like to dance in public, first of all, and whenever people came over to her house, her mother was very proud, and she wanted to show off Betty's dancing, so she would say, roll back the rug, Betty's gonna dance. Come, won't you dance, Betty? Well, Betty didn't like to do this. She rather hated and
She did.
didn't like that. So we knew that had to be in the song.
Yeah, it was funny too, because the song's called Betty Bell, and that name came up from her wanting, again, when she was a very young girl, she approached her mom and asked if she could change her name to Betty Bell. she really, really liked that name. And of course, her mom had to explain to her, no, that's your name has already been given. So you know, so we took that and we used that in the chorus when one would say, "Roll back the rug, Betty Bell's gonna dance."
Well, her mother's maiden name was Bell.
Oh, that's right too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but so she got her name in a song though, so it works out. Yeah.
Another one of the things she said upon first meetings, and she's a little nervous, we're a little nervous, we don't know how this is going to go, but she felt adamant that she wasn't worthy of this project, and her life was just a normal life. There's nothing stand-outish about it. It was just, you know, why are you talking to me? You should be talking to these people that I know who have a really good life, a really interesting life.
Yeah.
They've done all these interesting things. But as we spoke to her and drew out her story,
Yeah.
she began to see as well that she's had a pretty good life, a pretty interesting life, and has lived many, many stories. And I think that this project turns that around so that the people involved, the people whose stories are being told, can actually view their stories in a different light and come to see how truly special their lives have been. So that's one of the big pluses about being involved in this project, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, I was really, really happy to be involved in this. It was a great, great experience. Something that I'll treasure because it's something that I've never done musically wise, and we ended up meeting and becoming, you know, Zoom friends in these COVID times. Yeah, it was a pleasure to be involved in this project.
Yeah. Thank you very much for allowing us to be a part of this project. This Stories to Song is a great project on so many levels, and I want to say thank you to Manitoba Arts Council as well for providing this opportunity. It's wonderful. We've made a new friend.
Yeah.
We've approached songwriting from a different point of view. It was a really good exercise. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Our story begins with the twilight trip through the past, and a prairie girl we're calling Betty Bell. She says, always let your little light shine, shine, shine. And that's how she lives her life so well. No matchmaking kid will ever get her to settle down. She's waiting on her one and only true love. So she's off to Chicago, Broadway, New York, and she acts out her life until he shows. Roll back the rug, Betty Bell, won't you dance? Roll back the rug, Mama says. Roll back the rug, Betty Bell's gonna dance, gonna dance, gonna dance, gonna dance. Mama comes along in her $4 house dress. Betty Bell, she says, this is your life. One lunch with that guitar playing, tall, handsome man. Take his hand and you will soon become his wife. Tell me again, because I know that you want to. I've already told you more than I know. I may not know how to swim, but I'll always stay afloat in our world made of laughter and love. Roll back the rug, Betty Bell, won't you dance? Roll back the rug, Mama says. Roll back the rug, Betty Bell's gonna dance. Won't you dance? 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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Betty Bell, from the life of Betty Drummond, done by The Cat's Advice, Lexiss Jefferson and Tom Donahue. Thank you very much, all of you, for your contribution here. If you liked what you heard, please subscribe to YouTube, our YouTube channel, Stories to Songs, and there will be many more coming your way. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Stories to Songs. I'm Tim Osmond. Bye-bye.